Welcome to the University of Minnesota Master Gardener Volunteer Program 2021 Tour with the Masters.
Hi, my name is Jan Gerke.
And I'm Susie Olson. We're excited to share this virtual tour with you, Olmsted County residents, and anyone having a passion for the landscape you see both near and far.
Our 2021 tour will introduce you to the 7 priority areas of Minnesota's Master Gardener program. As a county, we've established teams which we call growth teams around these 7 priorities.
Each of our 114 volunteers in the Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program has selected at least 2 areas that they are passionate about from these 7 areas. Members from these growth teams will introduce the projects, ideas, or solutions that we have identified. Introducing our 7 priority areas is our 2021 Leadership Chair, Tom Bellinger.
Greetings! We are very excited about growth teams and the work that is taking place in each of our 7 priority areas. We have many projects in our county, but we'll feature a few of them in this video. To find out more about the projects and we are currently running, check out our website, which will be listed on the attachment, and also a map is included. Throughout the video, this attachment will be referenced. These are resources you can access to learn more about the University of Minnesota Master Gardener Program, initiatives throughout the state and county, and best practices that we promote. Here are the university priority areas that our growth teams will focus on: horticulture skills, climate change, clean water, local food, nearby nature, plant biodiversity, and pollinators. Sit back and relax as you get a taste of what is happening in Olmsted County regarding these areas. On behalf of all of our Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener volunteers, enjoy.
The Master Gardener Volunteer Program teaches research-based horticulture principles and practices so that everyone can grow plants successfully. By learning from Master Gardener volunteers, you can build greater confidence when growing and working with plants. Hi, my name is Jane Barton, and I am the lead for the Horticulture Skills Growth Team. Among others, our projects include Ask a Master Gardener, the Olmsted County Fair, Speakers Bureau, Spring Garden Seminar, Rochester's Farmers Market, the Smart Garden located at the RCTC Heinz Center, our local City Hall Landscape Improvement Project, the Boys and Girls Club, Children's Garden in Residence, and this project, the Tour with the Masters. For this video, here is some information about a popular project, the Children's Garden in Residence. The curriculum is broken into 7 weeks of horticulture lessons. The lesson plans contain instructions for the following components: in the garden, science, and nutrition. Master gardeners, SNAP Ed, and 4-H educators work with youth attending the Rochester Community Ed Summer School Age Child Care Program. We teach 2nd and 3rd graders at Sunset Terrace and Gage Elementary and Rochester Boys and Girls Club. As we grow, we look forward to adding more schools.
Our Olmsted County Master Gardener Volunteer Program promotes the use of sustainable techniques for growing local food on multiple scales and at various locations. Our goals include teaching ways to grow your own food, no matter where you live, to improve your health, your family's health, and the health of your community by participating in the local food system. Hello, my name is Kelly Ray Kirkpatrick, and I'm a part of the local food growth team. Our Rochester Alternative Learning Center provides project-based learning for students while they gain skills to take home to their families. Our students work in the garden, producing food that goes on the Rochester Public Library's bookmobile. Slatterly Park Neighborhood Association has a garden that attracts butterflies and other pollinators, and neighbors build a sense of community, feeding their minds and bodies as master gardeners teach lifelong skills at their site. Our local seed library at Rochester Public Library is a part of our local food priority team as well. If you haven't stopped by, please do so. Anyone with a Minnesota library card can check out 10 free packages of seeds, grow your own food, and if you're inspired, return some seeds to the seed library. The Back to Eden Garden, located at Oakside Park Terrace in our Latinx community in Southeast Rochester, supplies numerous families with food, and nutritional education is offered through the University of Minnesota Extension SNAP Ed program. Families work together on their individual plots and contribute food to their community. The MLK Park Community Food and Learning Garden produces a bounty of vegetables. One of our partners, the Boys and Girls Club, are lucky recipients of the abundance of fresh veggies. They visit our garden, work, and take vegetables back to their school. The Village Agricultural Cooperative and Learning Center offers support and education to all their gardeners. This garden celebrates a diversity of cultures. It is great to see people of so many backgrounds work together, harvesting and learning together. They create fabulous garden produce and share their experiences and preferences in these diverse garden spaces.
The U of M Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener volunteers teach ways to create resilient landscapes that are adapted to our changing climate. You can build and maintain planted areas that will thrive successfully in future growing conditions, while doing our best to reduce the impact of climate change. Susie here again. I'm the lead for the Climate Change Growth Team. We currently don't have any specific projects other than educating and connecting with our master gardeners as we come up with ways to manage our landscapes personally and in the community with best practices as the climate changes. Our goal is to share ideas that can help gardeners be more responsible and work to reduce our carbon footprint.
The Climate Change Growth Team would like to talk about food waste. I was surprised to learn that 30 to 40% of the U.S. food supply is wasted, and that this food waste is a major source of greenhouse gases. We consumers contribute to food loss when we buy or cook more than our families can eat, and the food spoils. Reducing the effects of climate change can seem daunting, but there are things that we as individuals can do to contribute to solutions. One of them is easy: reducing our food waste. So buy and prepare only what your family can eat. Compost the food scraps and return the nutrients to the soil. And get creative with your cooking. For instance, this gazpacho salad uses the leftover seeds and peels from the tomato and cucumber to make the salad dressing. What do you do to reduce food waste? Share your ideas and recipes on our Facebook page. The full recipe for the gazpacho salad is available.
Hi, my name is Prudy Knack, and I'm a member of the Climate Change Team. We all love our flower and vegetable gardens, and we're excited when they flourish. How can we make our gardens grow to their best? We can begin a program of composting. Kitchen peelings and garden waste enriches our garden soil at no cost and reduces what we send to the incinerator, and thus reduces our carbon emissions. If you are in an apartment setting, consider a countertop bin. Soil can be added to the pot on your patio along with potting soil. Composting containers can be purchased or built with food-safe materials, including many pallets. Even black plastic bags can be used to compost your leaves. In a year or two, this is a great top dressing that will help maintain the moisture in your garden beds. This is a great way to adapt and reduce the need to water as often. For more information about what can go into compost, see the attached document.
Hi, my name is Megan Keeney. I am a 2021 Master Gardener intern. Adding trees is a climate change best practice. Not only adds beauty, shade, food for pollinators and birds, but also helps slow the impact of climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide. This year, I added American linden and river birch new to my property, and they'll provide shade and climate change benefits. Prairie fire is a lovely crabapple tree that you may want to landscape with. We've also added a river birch near our rain garden. They will help provide shade for our home and climate benefits for years to come.
The Master Gardener Volunteer Program partners with local community groups to create access to plants and green space. Equal access to public landscape spaces benefits the health and well-being of all members of our community. Hi, my name is Kay Bowerly, and I am one of the leaders for the Nearby Nature Growth Team. Our team has several projects that give residents a chance to experience the healing properties of nature. The Medicinal Garden at the History Center of Olmsted County, the Ronald McDonald House Landscape and Healing Garden Courtyard, the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge, and the Orinoco City Hall Landscape Project are maintained by this team of volunteers as part of our Nearby Nature mission. We work to create refuge among nature for our community. Rochester welcomes more than 3 million visitors annually. Most of them are here for medical reasons and spend 70% of their time away from their appointments. That is where Nearby Nature can help. Patients staying at these locations often tell our volunteers how much the beauty and peacefulness of the gardens promote their healing process. Gardening, or just walking through a garden, has a positive impact on mood and brain chemistry, with the most obvious benefit being we get out in the fresh air, slow down, and breathe. The next time you're in a garden, notice what is around you. Smell the flowers, listen to the insects and birds, feel the breeze, marvel at the colors, and enjoy the moment. Being connected to nature causes our brains to respond in a positive manner. Even seeing nature photos causes a positive response, activating areas of the brain associated with empathy, love, and a positive outlook, all antidotes to the stress, anxiety, and fear that visiting patients and family may feel. Hence, our use of the term healing gardens. How do you feel just looking at these pictures? As Master Gardener volunteers, we work towards increasing access to natural spaces for the public, as well as helping to connect people directly to plants through teaching and demonstration. We hope that you have an opportunity to visit one of our gardens. A map is included in the attachment that will direct you to all of our project gardens. For the health of it, consider gardening with your friends or family, or join a garden club or the Master Gardener Volunteer Program.
Hi, my name is Tage Runkle and I am part of the Clean Water team. The Master Gardener Volunteer Program promotes water-wise gardening and landscaping practices to conserve water and minimize polluted runoff. We need clean and clear rivers and lakes, as well as safe drinking water for current and future generations. 1 teaspoon of salt permanently pollutes 5 gallons of water. The Master Gardener's Clean Water Priority will be ramping up an initiative to focus on alternatives to salting our sidewalks and roadways, educating citizens to best practices year-round while being safe and keeping our water healthy is a primary goal of the Clean Water team. It takes less than 15 minutes twice a month to claim a drain through the Adopt a Drain program. The Clean Water Growth Team hopes to see this program grow. Storm drains flow directly to waterways and wetlands, and there is no way anyone is okay with them becoming conduits for trash and organic pollutants. Currently, there are only a few states involved in this initiative, and Minnesota is one of them. Go to adoptadrain.org and find an available drain to adopt. If you want more information about this fabulous program, a link is provided in the attachment. Stormwater runoff pushes not only debris and garbage from the street into our rivers through storm drains, but rainwater from our own rooftops and driveways doesn't get filtered through the earth's layers either. When rainwater and melting snow soaks into rain gardens, pollutants are filtered out before entering the groundwater. Rain garden plants have long roots which open pathways for the water to soak and filter through the earth's layers to purify. Benefits above ground are that pollinators find food and do the job they love to do. The Clean Water Growth Team has assisted groups to establish rain gardens, such as the Unitarian Universalist Church. Once established, the organization uses these skills they have learned to maintain these spaces. In Rochester, you can apply for a grant for your home or organization. Check it out on the attachment to apply for the city grant.
Hello, my name is Ethan Swanson, and I am one of the leaders for the Plant Biodiversity Growth Team. The Master Gardener Volunteer Program promotes invasive species management and native species conservation and restoration in landscapes. We support a diverse ecosystem of plants and animals through establishing and maintaining biologically diverse landscapes. Keeping our county parks and landscapes protected from invasive plants is a main goal for this priority area. Throughout the state and country, invasive species, from the Japanese beetle to garlic mustard, impact our ability to grow native plants that our pollinators need and the food crops we eat depend on. Our volunteers are busy at locations such as Kutzke Park, the Heirloom Garden at the History Center, Quarry Hill Park, and more. At the Heirloom Garden, we cultivate a variety of heirloom vegetables using no-till organic methods. At Quarry Hill in Kutzke Park, we help remove garlic mustard plants each spring. These are some of the ways we are supporting and protecting biologically diverse green space. If you are wondering what you can do to help plant biodiversity, here are a few suggestions. More can be found in the attachment. Get a Plant ID app on your phone so you can become familiar with the plants in your area. There are a number of free apps available, and some can even help identify insects, mushrooms, and more. Plant a garden with a variety of native plants. By doing so, you can create a small habitat for beneficial pollinators. Tending a small native plant garden is a great way to increase biodiversity. The University of Minnesota Extension has resources to help you plan for more diversity in sun or shade.
The Master Gardener Volunteer Program teaches ways to help native bees and other pollinators thrive in home and community landscapes. Pollinator health is critical to our food supply, system, and environment. Each of us can contribute to pollinator-friendly habitat. Hi there, I am Lisa Gifford, and I am one of the leaders on the pollinator team. There are many corners in our community where our team provides educational settings for our community members. The pollinator team demonstration sites include the Graham Park Pollinator Garden, Parkwood Hills Pollinator Garden, and the Smart Garden at RCTC. The number of honeybees and monarch butterflies have been in decline due to things like habitat loss, use of pesticides, and climate change. Pollinators, especially bees, are an important contributor to our food supply. Imagine not being able to make a fresh strawberry pie. Bees, ants, flies, butterflies, birds, and many more make up the pollinator world. There are many ways we can attract and nurture pollinators in our garden. Planting flowers that have pollen or nectar can provide protein or carbohydrate. Having both native and non-native blooming flowers all season long give pollinators the nutrients that they need. Providing habitat, fresh water, nesting sites, and minimizing the use of dangerous pesticides are other ways that we can help. Swallowtail butterflies are efficient pollinators. Many pollinators land on flowers and sip nectar. As they sip nectar, pollen becomes attached to them. The pollen is transported to other flowers. Identified nectar sources include columbine, phlox, swamp milkweed, monarda, and many, many others.
Many projects were mentioned in this video to give you a glimpse of what the University of Minnesota Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener volunteers are up to. As mentioned, if you'd like to check out any of our projects, please see our website, share this video, print the map, and consider what your role could be in protecting our planet.
The mission of the University of Minnesota Extension Master Gardener Volunteer Program is to use research-based horticulture knowledge and practices to deliver educational outreach and project-based efforts that inspire change and promote healthy people, healthy communities, and a healthy planet.
Thank you for joining us for this very unique tour. Not only has this been created to show what Master Gardeners are doing, but also to serve as an invitation to you to join us by becoming a Master Gardener volunteer if you share some of these same passions.
If you have questions for a Master Gardener or are interested in becoming one, please contact our local extension office. The window for applying is from August 1st to October 1st. The contact information is included in the attachment. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener volunteer leaders and team members, for your contribution to this video. If you have a specific question, let our administrative assistant, Christine, know. Contact her with the number provided on the attachment to get a hold of a Master Gardener in the area of your interest. What are your priorities for our planet? Local food, pollinators, clean water, or one of our other areas? Want to learn more? Want to use best practices researched by the University of Minnesota? Well, start learning more by downloading the attached handout. Check out our resources, join our Facebook group, and consider becoming a Master Gardener.